Okay. I think we've done it. I think I'm back up. Hang on. Close that. Internet's running slow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are back. I believe I just got the notification. Sorry, everybody. My power went blah. But we were descending the chapel into the chapel below. Let me get all my things back up. Sorry. A lot of things happening.
When,
Too many
when you
stuff.
fell off, we just thought it was a dramatic pause for a while. The first thing we see.
I am good at dramatic pauses, so yeah, I can see where you would get that. What was the last thing that you heard from me? Now that I'm slightly more here.
As you descend down the stairs, you see the first thing
Yes.
that you see.
I believe it was the first thing that you notice is
Ah,
that the sewn, God, Lord, I can totally get myself back together, I promise. Um, the stone steps are wet with something that, Salem, you notice smells wrong. Can't quite identify what that liquid is, but it does get colder and heavier and slightly harder to breathe. And on the walls, you notice black mold in spiraling shapes that almost look like symbols, although no two of them look exactly the same. Would you like to continue downward into the darkness?
Of course.
Okie dokie. Holding your torch out in front of you. Um, the first thing that catches your attention is a smaller version of the altar above. And it looks like it is quite long unused, but not completely untouched. And carved into the stone is an inverted version of the chapel's sigil, only corrupted. And there are burned bones that rest down in the, is it a brazier? Brazier? Brazier. I don't know how you pronounce that. I've only seen it written.
Brazier.
Brazier? Perfect. Let's do it.
Hello.
There are burned bones down in there.
That makes me uncomfortable.
I think Salem will put the torch down for a closer look at them.
Okay. They just look like, between the two of you, you can identify them as human bones, but they are small, as if they'd belong to a child.
Does it look like there is a singular person's bones or
Yeah, how many femurs?
multiple children?
Kind of hard to say. There's not even enough there that would make an entire skeleton if you put it together. It's only a few down in there.
Well,
This doesn't pose very well. Why do you think they would be burning children?
well, they do seem to be blaming a lot of this on a boy. Perhaps there's some truth to the curse being on the boy or by the boy or with, around, under, on.
But if the boy is dead, then what curse would be left?
I mean, I guess I'm technically dead.
It's true, but you are up in their bones, and these bones are here in the ground. Oh, not in the ground, but in, so it doesn't very well make sense to. I doubt he is up walking around unless maybe the boy is a ghost. gods are playing. Well,
Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties.
oh my gosh, that was too funny.
There we go. I think it's back. Yep, yep. Things are happening tonight. It doesn't want me to play this game.
Oh, it's
This is
haunted.
what it's coming down to. No?
But maybe there is a ghost here. Should we be calling out to it? Or are we stuck again?
How large is this chamber? Or is it exactly like the chapel upstairs?
It's much smaller than the chapel upstairs.
Okay. And there are no other doors or anything, just this extended altar.
You don't currently see any other doors leading out of this chamber.
Is there another rat skull?
There is not a rat skull on this altar, but you do catch scraps of red thread that are laid across this altar. And you notice that there are footprints in this dust, but quite small. You can tell it was probably belonging to a child. And on one wall, there are fresh carvings, the same spirals that you have been seeing, but carved deep into the stone, and they are blood red and wet and recent.
I think we are perhaps in the rat world now.
Well, that is disturbing.
I suppose if you look at it from a rat's perspective, the villagers have been killing them and their babies.
I will walk up to the wall and try to look and see, like, do the footprints just go to the wall and then stop, or do they come back towards the stairs?
They kind of move about the chamber in various locations. It looks like it's moved to the altar and then paced about the room, back to the stairs where you've come down, in various directions.
I do think this priest probably knows more than he is saying. We should probably talk to him.
I agree. Let us go above ground now.
Yes. Away from all these weird spirals.
Also, someone leaving their threads around. How dare they?
The two of you turn to make your way back up the stairs, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent. You turn your backs on this altar beneath the main chapel, and I would like the both of you to please make me a heart check as you do so.
A heart check?
Yes.
But I'm not good at those.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not. You're right.
I failed.
I also failed.
We both
And you
failed.
rolled a strange on it as well, too, which gives me a little tick on the doom clock. So thank you very much for that
My
one.
pleasure.
I appreciate it. So the both of you feel a whisper in the back of your mind, calling each of you by name. And for a moment, your vision seems to glitch. And you realize you're looking at the exact same scene of this altar, but you are seeing it with a child kneeling in front of it, whispering to a swarm of rats who seem to be replying to him by chittering in unison before it shifts again and you're back in this empty room. looking at the staircase, headed back up.
Salem kind of blinks for a second and says, well, maybe the villagers are right.
The boy and the rats are cahooting.
That's one word for it, yes.
Let's go back upstairs right now.
Yes. I agree.
Well, while you all are making your way back upstairs, let's shift to Aminata and Magdalena. Out on the stairs of the chapel, you've just called out to the priest, and he has turned and began walking towards you, and you hear his voice respond to you from behind you inside the chapel. And it sounds just like him in the brief moment that you've talked to him until it speaks a second time. And the cadence is off, almost like something mimicking speech. And it calls to you, I'm here. Come inside.
I don't mean to be that person, but I'm looking at you in front of me. Why would I go inside too?
I'm gonna turn around and
Don't do it! No, I don't let her. No, we don't talk to disembodied voices. We don't do that.
Don't talk to disembodied voices.
And yet we have two people in there.
Oh, they're in the basement. It's probably fine. I didn't hear screaming. I explicitly told them to scream if there was problems.
I'm going to turn and look. You do not, okay?
No, you're stronger than me. I'll look so that you know if there's something you need to kill. I'll look.
What? Then I'll keep my eyes on the priest.
Okay, I look.
Okay. Magdalena, you keep your eyes on the approaching priest who is beginning to look at you with concern in his eyes as Aminata, you turn. And the door is closed to the chapel, but it very slowly begins to push outwards. Would you like me to make me a feel? You're already scared, aren't you? I will have both you, Aminata, and Magdalena go ahead and make me a fear check, please.
And that's just strange.
Strange.
Yeah.
So strange.
How about a shitload of luck?
Use it. Now you can, Magdalena, you can turn those 2 luck into a success if you would like.
Woo! I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Not a scared enough fucking door opening.
Ain't nobody scared of a door.
Nobody's at the door. One success.
1 success, excellent. So both of you, would you like to explain to me how you resist the fear of both the priest in front of you and behind you?
God answered me today. That was a bit more horrifying.
I knew this entire time that the situation was FUBAR, okay? And so when I turn around, and he had just got done talking to us from behind. So when the door opened of its own volition, I was suspecting that it was going to get really bad. Like I was already braced for the worst. We'd already had a conversation leading up to this about who was going to face the fear. So I think that when he's standing there, like I'm not pleased about it, but he doesn't get the jump on me. He doesn't get the cat scare.
Excellent.
The jump scare lost its power.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No jump scares here. So the door creaks open, Aminata, as you watch, and even though there was a light in there before, now it is completely dark, and you can hear the faint drip of of some sort that's echoing. It's not quite water. It sounds a thicker. And there's a brief flicker of shadow, and you approach. The door stops. And you go and reach for it, continue pulling it outwards. And there is the brief flicker of the priest's back standing at the pulpit, unmoving. But as soon as you blink, it is gone. And the pulpit is empty again.
I'm gonna call in Sai, Salem. Get out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick a fight. I'm gonna verbally abuse this ghost. I think I'm just like, if you don't come out, I'm going to set this place on fire. Like that's going to happen. I'm going to light this church on fire if you do not come out.
You do not get a response.
As soon as they come up, I start lighting things on fire.
Wait.
Ooh.
I wanna grab her wrist. Wait a second.
We need to provoke a response. We're being played with.
We do. Yes, I agree, but we can't also have the entire town attacking us. We find
I'm
its place
still
of
okay with setting
power.
them on fire as well.
Why are we burning the church down? Is it because of the creepy stuff in the
The
basement?
priest is super haunted. Like this priest, not like a little bit. Like I'm pretty sure the priest is actually the Antichrist.
Are we sure it's not the rats and the boy?
What was in the basement?
Burnt bones.
And I am not a fan of that.
And more of the thingies, the swirly patterny thingies.
And rats.
And
Well, rats were there.
in the church.
Ah.
I still have my wrist up with the torch because Abaddon is holding. I'm like, now can we?
Gonna put it down.
And we had a vision of the little boy, and he has all the razzia, and so maybe the villagers are right, and rats are and boy are connected. I don't know.
Well,
And maybe the priest. It's not like this was a super hidden chamber underneath this church. It was
You
just
found
a
the
door.
boy's bones. Why are you scared of him? The priest is terrifying.
We did hear his voice behind us as he was walking in front of us. It was a
scared of a
mimic. It sounded
femur.
like a mimic.
Could
I'm
still
not
be
a fan of
ghost.
any of them.
How would you know it wasn't a ghost?
Yeah,
Some
can
sort
you
of-
not talk to ghosts?
I mean,
I was trying
No, not
to.
you,
stopped
Mags.
me. Oh.
if they want to talk to me, I guess why not?
No, not you, the witch. Mags.
Okay. I'll pull out my crystal ball and I will use my ability Spectral Sight.
Oh, tell us all about your spectral sight.
It just allows you to see invisible and spectral enemies.
Oh, okie dokie. Your eyes go completely white as you attempt to reach out to any sort of spectral entity that might be nearby. There's nothing immediately within your attention. You actually don't feel anything from beneath your feet either, but your sight is drawn upward through the roof of this chapel to a crow that sits atop the steeple of this small chapel, and your vision seems to merge with its as it whips through the forest and brings you to a small, ramshackle, barely standing hut. and you can see almost a legion of spectral figures radiating out from this location in concentric circles before you're drawn back into your vision standing inside this chapel.
There's like a lot of ghosts here, guys. Like a lot. Like a lot. I don't know what to do about them though.
You can't talk them down.
Do I think that I could get us to the location that I saw in that vision?
It whipped past pretty quickly. I don't know if you would be able to follow the vision to get it there.
Can I do some kind of a roll to see if I think I could get us there?
To see if you think, you know what? Make me a luck check, friend.
Luck check. Excellent. Oh, here. Can you use your luck
Excellent.
on a luck?
Yeah.
Use
Can
my
you
luck
look- can
on
you
a
use
luck.
it?
I will.
Surely. Everybody
Luck is
plays
fine.
Shiver. You know, I don't see why not.
That was wild.
One success. Potentially with some difficulty. You maybe noticed a few landmarks that you could identify if you could make it to those locations.
I informed the group of how tenuous that situation is in those circumstances, and how I think maybe if we wanted to go wandering through the forest in the dark in this horrible place, I could get us to where I think all of the ghosts are converging, or we could stay where we are, or we could burn this place down. Just options, so many options. I put out all the options.
So you said you could get us there, is what I heard.
Potentially.
I'm not one for standing
Ghosts.
around. I'd prefer if we were actively doing something. So I would like to go. You're muted.
You meet it.
I am good with going outdoors. This chapel has given us what we need,
Mhm.
which is fear.
Well, the priest is coming by. Do you want to say some parting goodbyes and figure out Alicia Child's name?
Thought he was a ghost. I'm very confused.
No, there was a ghost behind us mimicking the I don't know.
Okay.
How far away is the priest, or did he just kind of not come?
Well, you all had stepped back inside the chapel when we had sort of made a ruckus. So the door hasn't completely closed behind you, but all of you have stepped inside, so you're unsure of where the priest currently is.
I want to poke my head out.
Okay. It is strangely quiet outside, and you step out into a city that is empty and silent.
Now where'd they go?
I don't. What time is it? Maybe they're all ghosts.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Mm,
Oh, and we're all positive that we don't want to just burn this place down.
yes, I'm no longer wholly opposed to this.
I look at Salem.
I don't know. I don't know when you became a firebug, but if you insist on burning things down, I will stand over here.
fire cleanses everything. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
including
go,
me.
I wasn't gonna light you on fire, dear.
I'll just back up a little bit and watch from a safe distance.
Are we exiting the chapel then?
I would hope so.
oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, I'm definitely burning this thing down. And if it doesn't want to catch fire, I'll go check and see if the tavern has extra spirits I can go Molotov. This church is evil. Okay, everybody else seems to be okay with how evil this church is, but I'm not. I'm not okay with this church.
It's the entire town.
So the
So
entire
we're
town
going-
didn't have all the creepy altars.
We haven't been in everyone's homes.
Oh, there could be more creepy altars. You're right. Well, we'll start
We-
here. We'll work our way.
All right, all right.
Should we go break into people's homes? Is that
Yes.
the
But they're
plan?
not using them.
We'll find out if they're actually home.
So how flammable is this building?
Caleb.
If there's just one of you who is taking torch to it, it might take you a little bit. You turn to put flame to the door, and the first thing that catches your mind is a rune that's been drawn on the outside of the door. But you know from dealing in something similar that it's wrong. Something about it has been done incorrectly. And the next thing that you notice is the multitude of deep scratch marks on the outside of the door.
Outside of the door?
Mm-hmm.
Like the outside? Like they were trying to get into it?
Yes, that would be your interpretation of that.
Don't burn it.
Maybe this was a safe place.
It
Well, the
might have
priest
been-
did tell us to come hide here, but it's also where all the creepy stuff is, including the kids' bones. So let's take all of that
But-
into consideration.
But think about this. Typically, humans would like to find safety within religion. Why would they all not run to the safest place that's not being attacked?
Should we see if the bones are still there? Since everyone vanished, did the bones vanish?
Let's see if the bones are still there.
I would not like to go back down there very much.
I shall defer leadership to you, lovely Amanita.
I will go back in the basement to check out the bones with yourself, Salem, if you don't mind.
I'm carefully stamping out any fire that I started just for a second.
And instead of waiting for them, I'm just going to go to the basement.
Okay.
I'll join you. I haven't been down to the horror basement yet.
All right, the two of you go downstairs, and you do find exactly what was described to you. You find bits of burned bones in on the altar, and you turn to make your way back up after inspecting it. I would like the both of you to make a heart check for me, please.
Okay. I'm down 1 'cause I'm scared.
Hello.
You know what?
Oh,
I'm doing amazing.
oh.
It just
If I
got
was
Does
playing
that get me
anything
one
else.
each, or is that just one? I'll have to find out the rules on that one.
That's a lot of strange rolls.
That is a
That's-
lot of strange rolls.
Bueno.
How beautiful. All right. Oh, gosh. Magdalena Aminata, as you turn around, you hear a whisper in the back of your mind, and at first, it sounds like your name. And then it seems to almost rewind that whisper of your name and continue speaking backwards. Some sort of religious text, some sort of intonation that may have been used at this location before. The shadows around you flicker, but the light doesn't move. And you see one in particular that doesn't match anyone that's currently present in this room. And both of you take up your fears. Magdalena, you will go to afraid. Aminata, you will go to, what's my next step?
Terrified.
Terrified. Would you like to tell us what terrified does? We've had afraid.
Woo! So, give me un momento. It's the first time I ever made it to terrified.
I know. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get to terrified.
Yeah. I'm a special.
You are special.
Give me a second. Okay, if I recall correctly, because my PDF doesn't want to work.
Oh no.
I am terrified, and that takes away 2 of my die from each roll
Ooh.
instead of 1.
Painful. It hurts.
It's okay. But what you see is I bolt out of the basement into the fresh air.
Back all the way through and outside.
Yep, all the way through outside.
Excellent. Magdalena, what does yours look like?
I just got really lonely in here. I think I have the opposite of I have the opposite reaction. So to fear, I feel like I have to make it go away. I have to dispel it. I have to figure out why I'm scared, right? So I won't flee. I think I do the opposite, and I go fuck with it. Like I'm just gonna go like I'm just gonna see what happens if I try to make it mad. So like I'll go and I'll like kick the altar, I'll like knock the bones around, I'll grab a femur or whatever. Like whatever it takes to enrage whatever is down here with me, or convince myself that it must be fake because it's not actually physically reacting.
All right. You absolutely trash this room. And when you finally finish, when you have finally spent your rage and you're standing, breathing hard, you feel a presence flicker at the top of the stairs. You turn and look at it as you hear that voice say, "I've been waiting." And it's just a mass of twisted robes and bone, too tall and bent at a wrong angle, briefly silhouetted at the top of the stairs, for it flashes a moment or two in and out of existence and is gone.
So Aminata sees that because it's so vivid that if I see it, Aminata sees it.
Uh-huh. Meg!
Like a person, like a perfectly rational, sane person, like I go charging up the stairs, like waving a femur at it, and then it disappears, and like I'm just now at the top of the stairs with a femur in my hands.
What? It was holding something here.
You will have to not speak in riddles to make us understand, please.
Yes, great.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm not sure.
Something
Did I
was
release
let out.
it?
I think so. I think you released it.
Oh. This was supposed to be the safe place.
Well,
I think it was safe keeping it in.
I've learned safe places might not stay safe when you're around.
Mm.
Well, The altar, I'm assuming, and I look at Mag, and then to the group, has been destroyed, and something said it was free. Something got free, flown out of here. It could have been entirely a trap for us to come here and touch things.
So it was the priest.
Yes.
I told you
I
there's
think it was all of them.
So we go break into other people's houses now. That's the next
We
logical step.
need to put back what left, probably.
Oh. Could we put something else in its place?
Where did it go?
What was it?
I look at Mag.
And why
Would
is
you
it
like
our
to
problem?
describe it?
A lot of hand motions and not so many words. Tall and hunched and twisted. And I don't think it was explicitly human. I don't think it was ever human for what that's worth.
And we need to catch it? Is it fast?
It floated away like a bat out of hell.
I'm
We didn't,
just gonna start looking up.
we didn't see it here, so who knows where it is.
There's
Perhaps
nothing
it
above
is.
you. Sigh.
It could have gone to the place that you saw with your ghost trail, your ghost path, your whatever the ghosts were doing.
Oh, who here knows how to put it back?
I'm gonna go ransack the office to see if I can find anything on how to put it back.
I'm just saying, the cat's out of the bag, and I'm not a cat catcher, so.
What about the book that you found?
Wait. Silver lining. We released it, so maybe now it'll stop tormenting this poor town. They can rest in peace, and it's somebody else's problem now.
But they're not even around anymore.
Well, they kind of were.
Oh my god.
Salem's gonna find a spot and for a second and just really sit and think, just like trying to think. And finally, she goes, "You know, it could very well be that we were drawn here for whatever particular purpose. Magdalena, you know that you knew that we would be drawn here. And so if we were drawn here, and maybe this is all something, maybe we were meant to open it up."
And then we have completed our mission and we are free to go back to civilized places.
Salem gives you a very no, and starts shaking her head slightly. "No, I think that we are going to have to put it back, or at least try. Whatever it is, wanted us here. It used us, and
Through no fault of our own, if you think about it, we've already accomplished the mission.
Oh, we certainly did try our best to let this thing escape at every chance we got.
Salem gets up, walks over to Lena, looks at her, and says, "We," points to herself, "will not be used against our will again. Whatever this is, if it's wanting to use us, I'm going to figure out how to pull its ghostly head off of its neck and bury it."
If its only job was to get free by using us, it already accomplished what it wanted to do.
Sure. And now we'll put it the fuck back.
Great.
Or if
Because
you
I
want
was
to.
going to do that with or without you all, honestly.
I would like you to come with us, Lena. You don't have to. But I have every intention of stopping this.
Where are you going?
You know where we're going. You have it in your head. You tell us if you don't want to go and we'll not go.
No. You tell me your plan on how you're going to put this thing back, and then I'll lead you to it.
We don't have all the details.
I didn't
need
bring
to
my
find a
demon catching
child.
gloves.
I go back into the basement.
It's a lot quieter.
Also, to add, because I'm terrified, I lose 2 core points from everything. All core
Hmm.
skills.
Oof.
Ooh.
Salem will continue while she's doing that and go look.
I'm going with
We-
Aminata because, of course, I'm chasing after her going, you're not thinking rationally.
You weren't thinking rationally when you destroyed the altar and let that thing escape.
It started it.
Very well. I'm gonna just start preening a little bit, trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Ghosts are not my strong suit to fight.
Yeah. I mean, my fear level's already up, so I'm just becoming irrational at this point.
Oh,
so.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like it's
Just
yeah,
fighting
yeah.
about
It's not a
stuff.
good mix.
Ghosts aren't always bad. You don't necessarily need to fear every undead.
I agree. Wholeheartedly. This ghost had that just certain look about it. Or demon.
I don't think it's a ghost. If it was a ghost, I'd see it better.
Very well. So this will be more of a traditional hunt than a ghost hunt.
I wish we knew where to find the boy. Because he is the only other living soul that we spotted here.
And the rats.
The townsfolk people may be evil. Or the ghost. He was at the altar.
Am I misremembering that we found a book in the tavern?
We did.
We did.
I meant, no, you're not misremembering. Yes, you did find a book. Well,
Does that have instructions for putting it back in the box?
uh,
Who has the book?
I may have tossed it in my. I'll pass you it. I think it was covered in like that black stuff. But I'll pass it to you.
I'm like holding it up and looking through pages and like, looks busy but head empty. Like, I don't know what the hell this thing is.
as you kind of feverishly go through the pages looking for any sort of answer, it is pure gibberish. It makes absolutely no sense. And you notice some of it isn't even a language that you are aware of or any you've come across before. And it's not only written, left to right, but then right to left. And the next page will be up and down, and the next page will spiral in its language. And it just kind of, the language of it devolves throughout the book until it's almost just squiggles by the end. You actually don't find any sort of eligible writing in it at all.
Patently unhelpful.
So I don't think there's very much left in this village that is useful to us.
Very well. Where shall we begin our hunt?
I pull out the map.
And the map is, kind of the greater area of where you are. And you again see those lines crisscrossing it in the shape of a pentacle across the entire map. So you don't see you don't have any map of kind of the immediate surrounding area. This is much larger.
Where is the center of the pentacle? Like, what village is that?
It is Tottenham, the village that you are currently in.
See? Witches. It's always witches.
Occultists, maybe?
Oh, same difference.
Oh. I guess I can lead us to where I saw the ghosts gathering, but I don't like not having a plan, so...
I will ask you this. Did they look hostile?
They looked condensed. There's just a lot of them. They didn't look particularly anything. They were just there. But there was a hut, so there could be another clue, or there could be something waiting to eat us. I don't know.
Is there a hut on that map?
Too big of an area.
I will do my best to lead us there. If that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah.
I've tried violence until I know it didn't work.
I think we are much past the point of logic and into something very worse.
All right. Well, to that effect, I will, to the very best of my recollection, attempt to lead us through the creepy forest to the location where I saw the spirits. And as necessary, I will try to pull out my crystal ball as we go to see if I can't fine-tune that.
Excellent. All right, you all begin your journey by setting out through this little village, and you turn a corner out onto the main road, and ahead of you on the road is a pile of animal corpses, and the smell off of it is putrid and fetid, and you can hear the buzzing of flies as you approach, and you look down at this crossroads and see the entrails of these animals spread out in the shape of a pentagram. And I think that's where we're gonna go to credits. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you in a minute. Okay, we're coming back. I promise that I am eventually going to get that fixed. But we're back. So, that was a fun one. I had a great time. Did you guys have a great time?
Sure
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yay! I loved it so much. So let's do our stars and wishes. Let's go with DK first. What are your stars and wishes tonight?
Uh, I mean, the stars are obviously my co-stars here. I very much enjoyed the well, let's just burn it down then.
That's the vibe.
Reaction to that because in my heart, that is the vibe very much.
Yes.
So I think that made me laugh out loud. So thank you for that. My wishes. I'm going to say that uh, I hope Sai starts to understand something instead of just trying to appear competent or useful. This is being in rural areas, not in large cities, is new, and many of these skills are not transferable in a rat-infested village. So we are adapting, we are learning.
Little rat invested village. I love it. And DK, if we wanted to see you play again, where would we see you do that?
Yeah, we've got Mothership on Third Floor Wars coming up
Oh, shit.
in May something.
Something. May the somethingth.
May the something. May the 4th be with you.
That's today. Happy
That
Star Wars
is.
Day.
Happy Star Wars
Happy
Day.
Star Wars Day. I think the 17th, yes.
Oh, that's not that far away. That's exciting.
Please.
I'm ready.
If you're interested in me being even closer to death than quiet.
Awesome. Thank you, DK. Maeve, stars and wishes.
Hey,
Hey.
I think I got to give it to Dika for just continually trying to push things forward this session. I think there was a lot of like, yep, this has got to get done. So that's I appreciate that. Like I think we've kind of swapped on that a couple times over the past couple sessions. So it's always cool to see where a character and a player like take their initiative.
I like that. What about your wishes?
A lot of my stuff is set for combat. I kind of want us to. I kind of want to punch something.
Kind of want to punch something.
Yeah,
Be careful what you wish for.
I know it's great.
That is great. I can't wait to see you all in action as well. Maeve, where can we see you?
You can see me
In a
on
week.
Third Floor Wars sometimes.
Yes.
I also have my own channel,
Yes.
Foxtail Games, with you playing Rookwood.
That's
Yeah,
me.
that's you. You can also find me and Dika on the Project Derailed podcast, which
Ooh.
the rest of Glory, which is the Old Gods of Appalachia, should be coming out soon.
Excellent.
And then we're recording something else that's even more fun. So
Very
that's
cool.
happening. Also, people should go look for my book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to plug it until you guys are tired of it.
Yeah, plug it.
Anyway,
Plug away.
Red
forever.
Hawk Publication. Yes, Red Hawk Publications. It is a poetry book all about myself, transition, that sort of thing. It's awesome. You should pick
It is awesome, and everybody in the world should have a copy. And I still need mine signed.
June. I'll
Gotta
be
catch
there in
up with
June.
each other soon. Awesome. Thank you, Maeve. Nevi.
Oh geez, DK's Bone jokes all night were my star. I loved it so much. It was my favorite. Oh my gosh, I love the low hanging fruit. It was so good. Uh, oh,
Brilliant.
it's so good. Wishes. I would love to see some more opportunities for like luck rolls. Since I picked like a lucky devil and a luck based character, like I want to like luck into some shit because
Mhm.
like definitely like having to use like smarts, which is like her like what her dump stat is. Like I envisioned her as not an intelligent person, and she keeps having to roll smarts, and I'm like, this is not her pocket. Like she needs some luck.
All right.
So
We
that's
can
my wish.
we can work something out about that. We'll find ways for you to use your lucks. We'll do homework this week. Awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
Where can we get your cool things, Navi?
A couple of drakes.com or a couple of drakes.itch.io or grab some books on Amazon. Dead Belt, Fable, Cord Blades are all on Amazon. Super easy, free shipping. Gotta love it.
They're awesome. So go and buy the things. Awesome. Thank you, Navi. You're great. Dika. Your
Oh no, that's
turn.
me.
It is.
Hello, stars. Thank you, Maeve, because I was gonna give it to Maeve this game. Because in a room of either people who take their time making decisions and cowards, Maeve character is like, we got to do something. We can't just keep standing around here doing nothing. Let's do something. So I always appreciate that.
Gotta move.
Keeping us moving, keeping our heads on. So right back at you, Maeve.
Yay. What about your wishes?
Wishes? Like I'm a lot like Sigh because I'm high in hearts and I've failed everything. I think besides one thing tonight. Like,
Oh, the luck
so
of the dice.
right, and it's fine. It happens. Once combat happens, that's going to be interesting.
It is. I think so too.
Yeah.
I think your roll with the 4 strange on a fail was
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That really.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yep. It was like
So weird.
statistically like I made things happen.
Yeah,
um.
you did.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
yeah.
I like it. Where can we find you?
Oof. Oh
On
my
all the
gosh.
things?
I'm
You're on
on
everything?
all the things.
Yes.
Here, Third Floor Wars,
Mm-hmm.
Project Derail. You'll see
Mm-hmm.
a friendly voice with me, Maeve. And also, if you're into Changeling, the Dreaming, you can find me on Icker and Ink Studios for a
What?
one shot.
Oh,
I love
base.
Changeling so much.
I
So
know
it
that
was
one,
it
but
was
I'm gonna.
great. Yes, yes.
Yes. Oh, let me do mine real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna give it to Dika this week with your pure panic and fantastic real reaction to it. But I'm also going to split that with Navi trashing the weird altar in a fury. I dig it. That was very much beautiful moments. I like this game. I don't have wishes. I love this. I'm gonna go figure out ways to let you guys use your awesome rolls, and we're gonna have a great time moving forward. And I can't wait. So, let's see. We're about to launch Curse of the House of Rookwood right here on this channel as well. Too, we're also going to be having a guest DM, my first guest DM. Amy is going to be running Spelljammer. That's going to be coming soon. And then we've got, okay, and then we've got Hedge coming again on the 31st. So lots is happening. You don't want to miss it. So do the things. And we will see you in a couple of weeks. All right. Everybody say bye.
bye.
Everyone.
Come on. Break it down now. Break it down now.